Join me for a Bible journaling video from the vault. Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and Bible journaling videos tend to be not as popular over here on my YouTube channel, but they are very popular over on my Patreon channel. So I get questions all the time. Why aren't you sharing more Bible journaling videos? Well, many of them end up on Patreon as Patreon exclusives. So this summer we are doing a From the Vault series. This series is bringing some Patreon exclusive videos from the past over here to YouTube to share with you all, to give you a peek with some of the things that happen over on Patreon, and to give me a chance to pack up this studio and move it to Texas. So today I have a Bible journaling video from a while ago. It is called He Is There, and I hope you really enjoy seeing a much younger version of me create this Bible journal entry. Today I am journaling in the book of Mark. I have emptied all of the ephemera that you get in the Illustrated Faith Advent Kit, and I'm excited to use that, and some cute rub-ons. You guys know that I love, love, love these, and I'm super excited to use them today. So I'm going to just dive into journaling. I will link things down below. Otherwise, let's go. Like I said before, I am journaling in the book of Mark, and we are looking at the story of when Jesus commands the wind and the waves to calm down. I love the combination of the pinks and the peaches and the reds in this particular grouping of ephemera pieces. So that's what I wanted to bring out. And I wanted it to feel kind of like a swirl of activity, because of course we're talking about wind in this. And this is not normally a passage that I would think about during the Christmas season. It's not what I would call a classic Christmas passage, but I do love how it's just another demonstration of Jesus showing up. And of course, the Christmas season is all about when Jesus comes to this earth, and this passage is about Jesus showing up at all times. During the storm, during the darkness, or in the midst of the darkness, he will be there. I'm beginning by putting the ephemera down on the page. You know that I like to put my largest elements down first, and these are some big ephemera pieces. You got so much ephemera in this particular Advent kit from Illustrated Faith. I just have no idea how you would possibly use it all. There's so many, but even despite that, I'm going to use every little piece, which means the pieces that I cut off, I need to find a nice little place for them to continue. And once I have these on, then I'm going to work on making it have a little bit of motion, not actual motion, but motion where it looks like all of these florals are just swirling up. That's the goal. And I'm going to do that with some of the rub-on transfers. I was so excited to find another set of rub-on transfers in that Advent kit, you guys. I love rub-on transfers. I think that's one of my biggest finds of 2023. Of course, I've used them before, but I feel like I rediscovered rub-on transfers in this year, and I'm still obsessed with them, and I still want to use them all in 2024. I want to use them on all the things. I want to use them in my planner. I want to use them in my journaling. I want to use them all over the place, and I am here for it. Now, one of the cool things about a rub-on transfer is that you don't have to use all of the images as you see them here. So you can see I'm very carefully placing the piece of vellum or the acetate down, and then using a small tool that allows me to rub on, literally rubbing on, and I'm picking out bits and pieces of this foliage and working it up the page. I'm wanting it to fill in some of the gaps in between the ephemera pieces. I could have also kind of planned where the ephemera was going to go and then done this on the page before I put them down, but I like how it overlaps some of the images, some of the ephemera images. So it doesn't bug me that I have to kind of work on and over. That's another cool thing about rub-on transfers. Even though it has like a little edge where the paper ephemera is on, I can still transfer over the top of that. So I'm working just a couple at a time, working my way up the page. You can see I'm kind of trying to do the swirl motion, starting in the bottom. It's kind of traveling up. It's going to move back to the right and then to the left and then up through the top of the page. It's a fun way to be very specific. You could do something similar, of course, with stamping. You could sketch these in. But one of the plus sides of the rub-on transfer, especially when you are doing a faith journaling or Bible journaling process, is that you can spend that time. It's like this repetitive act, to this repetitive thing you're doing. And I say that all the time. When you're doing something repetitive like that, that's what lets me calm, relax, lets me start to reflect in a different way. And truthfully, this was the most time-consuming part of this particular journaling page, but I don't mind that it took time because, like I said, it's my time to reflect. And because I didn't rush it, I still have lots of these rub-on transfers available. So I could have cut it all up. I could have done some different things that maybe would have made this particular process go faster, but I enjoyed taking the time on this particular day just to do something simple, but I still think it has a pretty big impact on the page. Once I wrap up these rub-on transfers, then I'm going to come back with my Papermate Flare pens. These are actually the metallic versions of these pens. I wanted to add a little bit more red and a little bit more blue throughout my swirl that I have going on. At first, I thought I would make all of the little berry marks that are on that rub-on transfer, I would make them red. Turns out this marker doesn't write really well over the top of the transfer. So instead, I just started adding all of these little red hearts as if they were kind of in the wind, traveling with these beautiful roses and this Christmas foliage up all these pine needles, that type of thing. So I did the hearts, and then I just went through and added some little blue dots. It's subtle. It's not like a super huge impact, but it does move the blue around the page, which I like because the only place the blue started out on the page was in the piece of ephemera that says "This Christmas." And by using this marker to add it in a couple more spots, that really helped a lot. And then I'm also going to use the blue for the section where I add lines and just a little bit of journaling. In the end, this page did not take very long. It was a relatively simple page, but like I said, I think it has a pretty big impact, and it's just another lesson. You don't have to do over the top journaling pages, and in fact, sometimes you can get lost in those. I love just doing a simple Bible journaling page, appreciating the beautiful art provided by those that created these kits, and then taking time to reflect on the scripture. The last little addition to this page will be my journaling spot, and I'm just adding a quick sentence: whether dark or light, calm or chaos, Jesus is there for all who call on him. That is going to wrap it up for this Bible journaling process. Thank you so much for joining me today. As always, I will link everything down below. But again, most of these supplies are from Illustrated Faith, and then these beautiful metallic pens I picked up off of Amazon, of course, so be sure to check those out. I want to give a huge shout out to all of my amazing patrons. You all are the absolute best, and you just bring me so much joy all of the time. Thank you so much for being amazing. I hope that all of you have a fabulous day, and as always, keep it creative.